Hey, Facebook friends. You know what I'm doing on this really cold, Christmassy day? I'm wearing white shoes. I know this thing is probably passed from this rule a long time ago where nobody really cares anymore, but that whole thing about not wearing white after Labor Day, we stick to these rules and you start to say, who said that? Who made that up? Who said that was the case? And I did this a few months ago because, y'all, quite honestly, I love wearing my little white shoes. I love wearing my little tennis. I have different color shoes that I wear with different things, but primarily my little white tennis shoes. I wear them on days like today. I wear them on days when I have no makeup on. I wear them on like Sundays. I've worn them with dresses. I've worn them with nice shirts and jeans. I've worn them wherever I want. You want to know why? Because I want to. That's a good enough reason, because I want to. Now, there's other things in life. It's not a good enough reason because I want to. Our heart's desire is not always the best thing. In fact, what does Scripture say? That our hearts are wretched and deceitful above all. Who can know it? But there are some things that the Lord is showing us to do. And obviously, white shoes has nothing to do with the Spirit's leading. That's just my preference. But there are some things that the Lord is leading us to do that we're walking around and we're looking for permission to do. And the truth is, if the Lord has said, this is what I want from you, for His glory, then that's where we need to go, no matter who else does not give us permission. Now, listen, I want to give a confession here that I've been guilty of for a while now. I've been walking around looking for permission to do the ministry that God has called me to do. It's funny because I confessed this to this amazing group of women that I've been working with for an entire year. Saying to them that I thought for a little bit, that Heart Refined Ministries is just a discipleship ministry, but it's not an evangelistic ministry. People aren't going to get saved out of this space. They're just going to be taught how to read the Bible and love Jesus a little more. And then I realized that's baloney. The Lord has given me permission to do that, and I don't need permission from anybody else to do that. I guess I felt like that was the case. And there was a great understanding that I had in the past year it's just developed in the past year, is that the church is not the groom. It's the bride. And that's not an indictment on the church or any of the great churches that I've been a part of. This is me having a misunderstanding that if God has called me to do something, then I need to ask the church's permission to do it. Of course, I always need to be in submission to the mission that God has placed through His Word on the capital C church. I need to be acting in unison and being a supplemental part of building up the bride of Christ. But if we're going to stand by that statement that the church is not the building, the church is the people, then we're going to have to get out into the community and use the permission that God has given us, not just to be in the house of the Lord on Sunday morning, which is pertinent to your health and to your growth, but it's to be out there and to wear your white shoes and to share the gospel and to build people up according to His Word who already know Him. Y'all, we got a job to do, and it's not just to work on your church attendance. Again, pertinent part, but that's not what we've been called to do. We've been called to go, not just stay. The place where we stay, I love that song, Stay. This is before the throne of God in prayer. The place where we go is in our everyday life, into the world, to teach people about Jesus, wearing whatever shoes you want. Food for thought. God bless. Talk soon.